By adjusting the angle of your neck and how much you open the holes, you can make any sound you want. First of all, why did Kaminaga-san start playing the shakuhachi?
僕が尺八を始めたきっかけは
Then lastly, Kaminaga-san and I will play a shakuhachi duet together.
Minasan konnichiwa and welcome to Let's Ask Shogo. And today I have a very special guest. You have never seen me this nervous. Right next to me, sitting next to me is Kaminaga Daisuke-san. よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
めちゃくちゃ緊張しておりますけれども。
そうなんですか？
この絵は奇跡としか言いようがないんですけど。
光栄です。呼んでいただいて。
ありがとうございます。本当に。
You can see from my facial expressions, everyone. I can't express how excited and honored I was to have Kaminaga-san appear on my channel. Kaminaga-san is the shakuhachi bamboo flute player of the super famous Japanese band, Wagakki Band. He is one of the most skilled and well-known shakuhachi players in this world. If you're a trainee of shakuhachi like me, there is no way you wouldn't know about him. In this video, you will not only be able to learn more about the culture and history of shakuhachi and Japanese traditional music, but we'll also get to know more about Kaminaga-san himself, which he hasn't talked about anywhere else. Especially the true reason why he started playing the shakuhachi is very interesting and made me super excited. So I hope you can watch the whole video to find out. At the end of the video, I will perform a shakuhachi duet with Kaminaga-san. So please watch this video until the end to find out how that went too. Then, let's get started. First of all, how would Kaminaga-san explain the shakuhachi to someone who doesn't know about the instrument at all?
竹でできている竹笛です。穴が前に4つ、後ろに1つで5個しか穴が開いていません。そして部品も何もない。切れ込みだけがある。この切れ込みに息を当てて、演奏をするんですけれども、とても自由な楽器です。
By adjusting the angle of your neck and how much you open the holes, you can make any sound you want. And with the same fingers, you can make 3 octaves, depending on how strongly you blow. So although it's a very simple instrument, it is very flexible and can play all sorts of music. Next, let's learn about the history of this amazing instrument in Japan.
元は、1300年ぐらい前に、中国から、この尺八という名前の楽器が日本に伝わってきたんですけれども、結果的に、日本にしか残っていなくて、最初は雅楽の楽器として入ってきたんですけれども、平安時代の途中からその雅楽の楽器からいなくなってしまって、でそこから何百年間尺八がどこで何してたか記録が残っていなくてよく分かっていないんですね。
The shakuhachi, which was brought to Japan as an instrument for court music about 1,300 years ago, suddenly disappeared from history for a few hundred years. There used to be several types of shakuhachi, but the one we know of today is the kind that was used by Buddhist monks as a tool for training Zen. These Buddhist monks, called Komuso, who belonged to the Fuke sect, would travel the country playing the shakuhachi to receive food and money from the people. However, you'd be surprised to know who actually became such monks.
ただ江戸幕府とかなりつながりがある宗教団体だったので、コムソーになるための条件があって、それは侍しか武士しかコムソーになることができなかったんです。なので一般の人は吹くことができなくて、一つは武士の雇用対策という側面もあって。
The 200-year-long Edo period was very peaceful with no wars, so many poor, low-ranked samurai didn't have jobs to provide them a way to survive. The samurai government allowed such samurai to hide their faces and receive help from people by playing the flute. However, because Komuso were allowed to travel everywhere while hiding their faces, there were eventually bandits and ninja who dressed up as Komuso to attack people and steal information. So when the Edo period ended, the Fuke sect was disassembled, and there were no more Komuso. However, this was actually the beginning of shakuhachi's history as an instrument.
それから尺八の楽器としての歴史が始まっていまして、江戸時代はお琴や三味線や歌や太鼓という他のその音楽や楽器と一緒に演奏してはいけないというルールも、これも江戸時代が決めていた法律で決まっていたことなんですけれども、 明治時代になって初めて誰でも吹ける楽器になったので、
The disassembly of the Buddhist sect meant that finally anyone can play it as an instrument, not as a religious tool. The shakuhachi began to be performed together with other traditional instruments and singing. So although the shakuhachi itself has a history of 1,300 years, as a musical instrument, it only has a history of about 150 years. Kaminaga-san said that the shakuhachi is still an evolving instrument. There are different types of shakuhachi with different materials being invented even today.
僕が思うのはその修行の道具だったからこそこの楽器のその自由度というものが保たれていて、特定の音楽に合わせて進化していないんですね。僕はですね、その世界中の音楽の中に尺八が入り込んでいく可能性ってあると思っていて、今更ピアノやバイオリンをどの国の楽器って言わないじゃないですか。
And because of his flexibility, he believes they can blend into all kinds of music and become a universal instrument someday. Then next, let's start asking questions about Kaminaga-san himself. First of all, why did Kaminaga-san start playing the shakuhachi?
僕が尺八を始めたきっかけはビデオゲームミュージックなんですけれども、小さい頃からテレビゲームが大好きで、その音楽もだんだん好きになっていったんですね。
I love video games too, so I was super excited to hear this. Kaminaga-san has practiced the piano since he was 5 years old, and he would often play video game music on it. He eventually started to play the music of games he hasn't even played before, and came to love the genre of game music itself. However, he soon realized something.
ゲーム音楽の中には、世界中の音楽の要素があって、どこの国の楽器かわからないようなその民族楽器的な笛の音がゲーム音楽にはよく、出てきて、なんかそういったその音をピアノの鍵盤ではこう再現ができない。こういうふわーっていう音がなかなかピアノでは再現できないので、なんかそういう笛がやりたいなと思うようになって。
The music that he truly wanted to play couldn't be expressed using the piano, and this is how he got interested in playing the flute. He first joined a club activity of Japanese traditional instruments, shakuhachi, koto, and shamisen at university. When he met the shakuhachi, he thought, this is the perfect instrument to play the game music that I wanted to play. He also fell in love with the traditional kind of music played together with the koto and shamisen too. However, the shakuhachi and playing game music was originally just a hobby for Kaminaga-san. How was he determined to become a professional musician?
最後の最後まで僕はすごくこう迷っていて、なんで尺八じゃなきゃいけないのか。世の中楽しくて奥が深いことって無数にあるじゃないですか。最終的に尺八になっていったというのはなんだかんだなんか尺八がつないでくれた人の縁っていうのが一番大きかったのかなと思っていて。
Kaminaga-san said that he is the kind of person who can enjoy anything he tries. So he seriously had a hard time deciding what he should dedicate his life to. However, the shakuhachi helped him to create wonderful connections with other people, and this is why he was able to make the decision to become a shakuhachi player. But of course, making a living just by playing the shakuhachi is very difficult. What was the biggest challenge for you to achieve your level of success?
一番苦労したことは正解がわからないことですね。尺八がすごくマイナーな楽器なので、やっぱり世の中の需要があまりにも少ないので、需要がないのであればもう自分からその需要を作っていくしかないなと思ってスタートしたので、目指すその先輩というか、目指すその参考となる道が全くなかったので。
Just like the other Japanese traditional instruments, the popularity of the shakuhachi is continuing to decline. So in order for Kaminaga-san to continue what he loves, he needed to become a pioneer to create new ways for everyone to enjoy the performance of the shakuhachi more. Becoming the shakuhachi player of Wagakki band is of course one of the major things he did. And because he is often the first person to challenge these things, there is no one who he can refer to or copy. Kaminaga-san hopes more people will come along the path he has pioneered. Then lastly, Kaminaga-san and I will play a shakuhachi duet together. I practiced as much as possible, but have only been training for about a year, so I hope you can forgive me for the mistakes I've made. It is a song called Asamoya, written by Kaminaga-san. It was a great honor to be able to play together with Kaminaga-san. Everyone, thank you for listening, and please look forward to part 2. But still, the headbangs and the jumping performances are stunning. How is it possible? Does Kaminaga-san do some kind of special training? What is something you absolutely want to achieve as a musician?
世界の方々ともっとつながりたいなと思っています。
Then, let's start playing. So, if you don't cut the phrases at the right places, they will sound completely different.